perseverance in a startup business. Every day you think, I should just go and get a job, but you really don't want to. We've never been poorer, and we've also never drunk so much champagne.
I don't know about you, but when I came across the concept of 3D printing, my head began to hurt. It just seemed so complex and difficult and clever and innovative and expensive. It seems to be the sort of thing that is designed by lots of nerds in white coats in a big lab in Korea or China, or by aliens in space. It's not the sort of thing you'd expect to be developed by three mates who've just turned 30 in a garage in the suburb of Wollongong. Welcome to Me3D.
Yeah, so for 3D printing in education, we saw a big hole in the way that teachers were using 3D printing. They were using it just for the outcome, not for the process. And that's what we really wanted to do. We wanted to create a device and a system that would let the students learn about 3D printing so that when the technology is in every supermarket, they really have that appreciation for how it works, why it works, and what they can do with it.
For me, perseverance in running a startup kind of comes down to dealing with that lack of stability. We've built up progressively over a few years with each of us doing day jobs and things along the way. But yeah, we're now finally at that point where I've had to jump ship from my old job. Now, yeah, you got to be a lot more careful about setting what are your work hours. Are you okay with working on weekends?
Look, iAccelerate, it literally accelerated our business. It stopped being three people just fiddling around soldering in a garage and turned it into a legitimate enterprise. That we should have done this when we were younger, but the good thing about doing it in your 30s is that you understand that you're capable and you believe in what you're doing, and you know that there's a market, and you know that you're headed in the right direction. So having confidence that you're not just shooting blindly in the dark is a big part of getting through the challenging stuff.
I've got to say, I'm so impressed with Me3D. What Matt, Leanne and Fletcher are doing here is really cool. They've got a great product and they've got some good customers, they've got revenue coming in, and there's a really good social story behind it as well. Really impressed. But they're bootstrapping it themselves. They're in a market that is growing rapidly but is also very competitive. They're all full-time on the business now, so they need the revenue in to sustain their salary. How are Matt and Leanne going to look after the kids and the mortgage and their relationship? But if there's one thing I do know, having seen this amazing product in action, is that I reckon they've got the art of startup perseverance.